Welcome to our Nini SR channel.
She takes me somewhere in her black baby, that's what she calls her car. I looked out of the window, trying to get to know where we were going. She played a song called Melody and hummed softly. I turned to see her. My mind was full of questions I wanted to answer. When I was about to ask her, her phone started ringing. She cut the call and put it on the dashboard and continued her humming. "Loxley, can I ask you something?"
Yes.
When she replied, again her phone started ringing to cut off our conversation. Again, she cut the call. When she was about to put it on the dashboard, it started ringing. "Just pick up. It might be important," I said.
It's Jack,
Said as she put it on the dashboard. "That jackass won't stop. See, it's start ringing." She sighed as she pulled from the car sideways to pick up the phone.
What do you?
She paused and pulled her phone from her ear to see the caller ID and huffed. "So, it's not Jack."
Yes, Mr. Knight. Okay. What?
She turned to look outside the window. "Mr. Knight? Who? What is it about?"
Are you serious? That's an $11 million project.
She says as she turns to see me and remembers I'm still there. "What? $11 million project?"
Where's Phil? France. Where's that woman? Okay.
Then she turned mouthed me 2 minutes. I just nod. She continued.
Okay, Mr. Knight. First we found who did it. Just leave the money. So he hacked everything. Wow. I'm so proud of my IT team.
She sounds angry as tight her grip on steering.
Mr. Knight. Are you in my office? If anyone is with you, I want them to leave right now.
She says, sounding angry.
So, you know my password, right? There's a green clock on my wallpaper. Double-click on it. Open the paper file. You will get the CCTV footage. Check every footage, get evidence, and make an official complaint. It's not company CCTV, so no one knows, and it's confidential. Money? Don't worry about that. Okay, Mr. Knight, take care, and good night.
She cut the call and put the phone on the dashboard and rubbed her forehead with other hand.
I am really sorry. It only takes 10 minutes to reach that place. Once we get there you can ask me anything,
she said as she started the engine and turned to give me a small smile. Okay, I replied and smiled back. We reached that place in 7 minutes, and she parked the car in a safe place. We both went down, and she walked towards the woods. I don't even know what place this is. I can only see pitch black, because it's basically past 12 p.m. She startled me by on the flashlight on her phone.
Someone scared?
She asked as she held my hand. I don't know how she casually held my hand and interlocked our fingers. Where are we? I asked, looking around.
A walk.
What? A walk? In the woods? I asked as I stood still.
A walk to see a surprise,
said, dragging me. Not a walk since she keeps dragging me. After a few minutes, we stopped in front of a closet. What? Closet in woods? Am I in trouble? Is she coming out on me? Me facepalm myself. Narni. Nope. She opened the closest and switched on the button inside the door. Suddenly, our surroundings are getting brighter. There are LED string serial lights around 10 nearby trees. There are so many things in that closet, like blankets, pillows, foldable chairs, speakers, drinks, some clothes, etc. I look around the trees as I think. What in the world is this in the woods? Am I dreaming? Who in the world did this? Beautiful. She unfolded the chairs and asked me to take a seat. She took the seat opposite of me. Our knees touched, and she handed me a water bottle. I looked at our touched knees and a bottle in her hand and her eye.
Okay. I take it as no
She says as pull the bottle toward her and open it and drink some. I just looked at her, but, in my mind, there were hundreds of questions going on. Am I really her childhood friend? Did she lie to get away from that situation? I remember I went to school when I was 10. After that, my family let me take home school. I don't remember her as my seatmate. But I do remember there was a girl in my neighbor. I remember her as I saw her from my balcony. Since my family got to know about my power, my father never let me out of my room. I never leave my room. I stayed inside. Only my mother comes to see me sometimes. There was one time my mother took me to our neighbor's house for a birthday party, but I left within 5 minutes.
Are you going to stay silent or ask me something?
She asked as she pulled me out of my thoughts. Han, are we really childhood friends? I asked her curiously. She looked at me like, are you serious?
Are you serious?
I nodded.
Don't you know me?
I stood on my head. She let a small chuckle out of her mouth then.
Shoot. My bad. I had face surgery because of an accident 3 years ago, so you might forget me,
she says as remove her jacket and put it in on her lap. Oh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But it's true, we are childhood friends.
Oh. I don't remember having a friend.
Actually, we are seatmates till 4th grade, then you start taking homeschool. My family are next door. My sister and your brother are the ones who are close to each other. I got to know about you from your mother. She's so close to me. She always talks about you whenever I go to your house. I only saw you when you stood on the balcony. I always want to get close to you. But your family never let me near your room. Once we all went on a trip, but you didn't talk to me.
She explained. Oh. Still my mind is trying to get everything she says.
I always try to get close to you, but I never get a chance. You know, when Jess introduces you at the twins' birthday party, I feel so happy and sad at the same time. When Jess called me and said you're going to stay here, I felt so excited about your arrival.
She said as she looked into my eyes. Oh my God. No way. Does she feel excited? No way. As she explains, her phone starts ringing. She saw the caller ID and told me to wait for 5 minutes as she walked somewhere away. I don't know what to do. Or what to feel either. She came back within a minute and said we should go back. She stayed silent on our way back home. She drops me at my front door and says good night. I stood at my front door watching her drive away somewhere. It's been 5 days since we met. 2 days after our last meeting she sent me a text saying I have to be somewhere, will back in 2 days.